Gardeners have experimented with just about everything: egg cartons, toilet paper rolls, sponges, even old newspaper pots. But the one item I never expected to work? Coffee filters. They're cheap, clean, biodegradable, and designed to stay strong even when soaking wet. That got me wondering, could a coffee filter be the perfect starter pod for seeds? So I tested it. Here's exactly what I did, how the seeds behaved, and whether this unusual trick is actually worth adding to your gardening routine. Before starting, I saw a few reasons why coffee filters might work. Excellent moisture control. Filters stay damp but never soggy, creating a gentle, even moisture environment for seeds. Great airflow. Unlike plastic cups or wet paper, the fibers breathe. Cleaner handling. No loose soil everywhere. Everything stays wrapped. Root-friendly texture. Filters don't tear apart roots and break down slowly enough for transplanting. It sounded good in theory, but I wanted real results. I planted 3 types of easy, fast-sprouting seeds. Radish always germinates quickly. Lettuce prefers shallow, moist conditions. Basil, sensitive to overwatering and great for testing moisture control. I used 2 methods. Method A. Coffee filter taco wraps. I misted each filter lightly with water so it felt damp, not dripping. I sprinkled 5 or 6 seeds on one half. I folded the filter over like a taco. Each wrap went inside a labeled zip bag, left partially open for air. Method B. Coffee filter. Seed pods. So I folded each filter in half, then rolled it into a small cup shape. Next I added about 2 tablespoons of seed starting mix into the filter. After that I gently pressed seeds into the top surface. Each little cup went into a tray and was bottom watered. This second method tested how well filters would hold shape once soil was added. Both setups sat under a simple LED grow light with temperatures around 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. Day 1 to 2. Filters stay perfectly moist. The first thing I noticed was how evenly the coffee filters held moisture. They didn't pool water like paper towels or dry out along the edges like napkins. The seeds had a consistently damp environment. So, by day 3, the very first sprouts made their appearance. Radishes popped up first, tiny white roots piercing straight through the filter fibers. Honestly, this was the moment I realized coffee filters might actually be better than paper towels. The roots didn't curl or tangle, they just pushed right through really cleanly. Around the same time, lettuce seeds began swelling and cracking open. By days 4 and 5, germination really took off. Radish seeds showed 100% germination in both methods. Lettuce had about 90% success. Basil was a bit slower but steady, reaching around 60% by day 5. Surprisingly, seeds in method A, which is the taco wraps, actually germinated faster. The enclosed humidity around the seed just seemed perfect. Day 7 and it's time to open air harden. So I unfolded the taco wraps and exposed the seedlings to direct air and light. The filters held together, but I noticed something interesting. The roots were able to grow through the filters effortlessly. The filters didn't mold, something that, often happens with paper towels. The seedlings stood upright, supported by the intact fibers. Day 10 and now for the transplant test. For transplanting, method A, I planted the whole wrap directly into soil. No tearing needed. Method B, I placed the filter cups into larger pots. Here's what shocked me. The roots never hesitated. They shot right through the filter walls into the surrounding soil within 48 hours. No transplant shock. After 14 days, Here's what I observed. Radish. The radish seedlings were the strongest. Coffee filters gave them both stability and air. In soil, their roots had already formed a healthy network beyond the filter. Verdict: coffee filters work great for fast-sprouting vegetables. Lettuce. Lettuce loved the gentle moisture of the filters. The seedlings were tall, green, and didn't have the rot issues that often happen in plastic seed trays. Verdict: maybe the best method for lettuce I've ever tried. Basil. The basil seedlings were, smaller but healthier looking than those started in soil. They didn't suffer from damping off because the filters dried slightly between waterings. Verdict: excellent for herbs that dislike wet roots. Unexpected advantages. 1-0 mess. Because the filters hold together even when wet, you never deal with soil spilling everywhere or soggy paper disintegrating. 2. No root damage. Transplanting is usually when seedlings suffer. With coffee filters, roots slip right through, meaning no shock. Faster establishment, stronger early growth. Right, so natural air pruning. When roots reach the air at the filter's surface, they actually prune themselves. This, in turn, encourages more branching rather than forming a long taproot that just spirals around. 4. Super cheap. A pack of 100 filters costs less than most seed starting trays, and honestly, it lasts even longer. So, should you try it? Absolutely. Coffee filters turned out to be one of the cleanest, easiest, and most beginner-friendly seed starting tools I've ever tested. They maintain perfect moisture, encourage strong root development, and, well, they really do simplify transplanting. They're especially good for lettuce, herbs, radishes, spinach, microgreens, basically any fast-germinating vegetable. If you're tired of moldy paper towels or flimsy homemade pots, this simple household item might just surprise you. Sometimes the best gardening hacks are hiding in plain sight, right next to your morning coffee.